And the Sun Devils can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll move the tight end. The give to the tailback. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
The Sun Devils line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll go with a direct snap. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense.
Timeout, Oklahoma.
This offense wants to get out of the gate fast on their first drive of the game, plus territory. They'll go for it on 4th down. Makes a grab past the marker. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
And the Sun Devils will have it 1st and 10.
Here we go.
They'll try to get outside. Creates a little room. They get him stopped at the 30, but not before he gets 5 yards.
You know, I know that wasn't a big gainer, but that's going to set some stuff up later for this offense. Trying to run the football and get it established is huge because play-action pass is a big part of what they try to do when they're throwing the ball.
They'll send the back in motion. Flips it out to the back. There he goes. Brought down at the 25 after a 5-yard gain. It'll be a 1st down.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the 1st.
The Sun Devils kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Wants to throw on 1st down. Takes the easy completion. Got enough space. And he'll run into the end zone. Touchdown, Sun Devils!
And that is exactly what you love to see as a head coach, watching your offense take the field, 1st drive of the game, and you're methodical, and you take what the defense gives you. You make good decisions. You don't have negative plays. You don't have missed assignments. That shows your head coach that you are locked in and ready to go.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. To the air on 1st down. Bought a little time, lets it go.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29. And the Sooners want to pick up the tempo. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Got his man quickly. He's got enough for the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 37. New set of downs after the completion.
Well, after watching the other offense go down the field and score a touchdown, you know this guy's trying to lead his offense to do the exact same thing. That was a big 3rd down. I know there's a lot of football left to play, but you're trying to establish confidence as early as possible. that last throw is really going to help out your team.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Trying play action. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. On the run, deep down the right side. And he hauls it in inside the 30.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you, but when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move, and throw a dart like that, that is just big time, and the offense gets a huge explosive play.
The Sooners are flying down the field. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Using the quick game. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Grab behind the line. It's Mayo. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the 1st down. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the 2nd quarter. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. They'll try to get it through the air. Makes the grab. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11. The Sooners moving quickly to the line. Looks as if he's going to run it. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll send the tight end in motion. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
This is a tough one. A 3rd and long from this part of the field. They can, though, pick up the 1st down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it! He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Trying to pick up the 1st out of the backfield. They will score! Touchdown, Oklahoma!
Man, find your weapons. Nice job by the quarterback, finding the running back out of the backfield. He catches it and does the rest, walks into the end zone for the touchdown.
The extra point here would tie the game. And he tacks on the extra point. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it out. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. State has the ball back and the offense making its way onto the field. Caught behind the line. It's Hubbard. He gets it up across the 20 to the 22 before he's pushed out of bounds.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
And the Sun Devils in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Give to the running back. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
They'll put it in play from the 27, first down.
Ringo. 3-25.
To the ground. He's got it again. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run it up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking to fire. It's complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
The Sun Devils really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. It's complete on the right side. And he'll be marked down, but he's got enough to move the chains. A first down for the offense.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
So now it's 2nd and long. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone, they're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win up front.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Unloads to the right. Right on the money. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense.
And that's why this guy's a complete running back. He's good between the tackles, he can pass block, but he can also run routes. And we're not just talking about screens or swing routes. This guy gets vertical down the field, and he can run the route tree.
in some fresh air. Oh, he's got some space. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
He'll step out of bounds at about the 11. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. Operating in the red zone here on second down.
Double right.
The run to the left. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona State!
And that touchdown run is just going to galvanize this entire football team. Really nice job being physical, and that sends a message. We're not just taking the lead. There's a lot of football left, and we are going to keep trying to run this ball down your throat.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He'll start this drive going to the air. On target to the left. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. And the Sooners want to crank the tempo. Looking downfield on first down. Now improvising. Firing to the right, complete. Push down for the tackle.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
They'll line up for a second down play. They'll run play action. With the catch, it's Darnold. Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45.
I love the QB here. He holds it, he holds it, he holds it just long enough to let the receiver run the drag route, and then he puts it out in front of him so he can catch it on the run in stride and then turn upfield to use his speed.
The Sooners have it with a 1st and 10. They just keep firing. Get it out to the supersonic guy.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
The Sooners can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Gets the back moving. Second down, he'll throw it. Takes the easy throw in the flat. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Listen, if I'm a QB, second down, I want to check the ball down and get a manageable third down. But when this defense is flying around like this, so fast closing out, he got to that running back, got him on the ground so fast, the running back had nowhere to go.
And the Sooners come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. The give to the left. Only able to pick up a yard before he stopped, and now it's 4th and 3. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Perhaps emboldened by converting a 4th down earlier in the game, they'll try a second time. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
Oklahoma.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And the pass is incomplete on 4th down, but hold on just a second. We've got to see what the flag's about. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10. And the Sun Devils headed quickly to the line. Looking to throw on 1st down. He rifles one deep down the middle. And he's got it inside the 10. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10.
Yankee blue! Yankee blue!
Makes the grab. Touchdown, Sun Devils! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a 2-minute type situation as you can have offensively. David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Wants to throw on 1st down. Swings it out to his running back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right. And the defense makes the tackle, and that ought to do it here in the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Sun Devils will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success, and so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
This is a situation here in the third quarter. This offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this, and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. He spent his whole career in the backfield, now 40 career sacks.
That is absolutely insane. A guy that can get to the quarterback that much. You know where he's at, Palmer. He's on the end of the line of scrimmage most of the time. You're pointing to him. There's the guy we got to make sure that doesn't make the play, and he gets to the quarterback time and time again.
There are very few players, I think, in college football, David, that you need to know where they line up each and every play because they are going to disrupt everything. This guy has been that all throughout his career. 40 sacks. That is unbelievable.
Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse. Breaks into the open. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
They've got it inside the 30 at the 28. First down. They think they can impose their will here with the run to the right. Headed to the end zone. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Arizona State! They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
Man, these ball carriers, they've got a lot of ability in the open field. Their ability to make people miss, but also show off the speed. You saw all of that on that play.
And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. The Sooners racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Motion from the wide receiver. Second down, they'll go to the air. Makes the catch. It's Mayo. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. The Sooners come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the middle. Got his man. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Got it behind the line. It's Mayo. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
They're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical. They're too fast. They force a negative play.
Wants to throw again. Makes the grab on the left. just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22. And the Sooners are moving quickly down the field. They'll run it from the gun. They'll give him maybe one on the play. It's down to the 20. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Back to pass. Right down the middle. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
You simply don't see that very often. A quarterback of this guy's caliber missing a guy wide open in the end zone. He makes those throws in his sleep.
Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 20. From the gun, wants to pass. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
I know we're in the 3rd quarter, but because they're trailing like they are, they're right now in 4-down mode every single drive. You throw an incompletion down in the red zone, this is a no-brainer. They're going to be throwing it again, and we'll see if the defense can step up here.
With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Going for it all. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. Trying to take it back. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Palmer. They've done what they wanted in the first half and starting off the second half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers all over the field.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Quarterback making adjustments. Off the play fake. Looking to the big tight end. Grabbed over the middle. It's Tyree.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself at the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the 3rd quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs. And this play caller is still asking for shot plays. And listen, you're the quarterback. You're happy to oblige. When you've got the playmakers you have offensively, just keep chucking it.
The defense will converge, and out of bounds he goes at the 40.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll run it to the right side. Using that running game to bludgeon forward. He's got 4 down to the 35.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line.
They run it, they get the first down, and look at the offense. Right back on the football, ready to crank this tempo up.
And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
And the Sun Devils will snap it on 1st and 10.
Yankee blue! Yankee blue! Ink!
On the run, it's Figueroa. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. A first down run on the doorstep. And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the third.
Loss of 2. It's now 2nd and goal.
That's the end of the quarter, and Arizona State has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone.
You got 2! You got...
This quarterback part of their running game. Touchdown, Sun Devils! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the fourth quarter as they go for their 6th straight win.
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this in the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. This game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to turning it on. It's runs like that that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
The give to the back. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. To the air on first down. Scrambling away. Swings it out to the flat. He'll take it up to the 45-yard line. They stop him and knock him out of bounds.
I think this defense really needs to start thinking about really fencing this quarterback in. You cannot let him go east or west because he will extend the play with his legs and his speed and then hurt you throwing the football.
The Sooners with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. To the air on 2nd down. He finds a soft spot in the middle. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
Try to get it to the edge. At the 35, he's got room. Big run there. Gets it inside the 20, all the way down to the 14 before he goes out of bounds.
And he finally breaks one. They get rewarded. They've been trying to run the football, Palmer, but just haven't had success all day.
Yeah, and the staff never gave up on him, too, right? They kept giving him opportunities, and maybe that's the run that starts to open things up here later in this game for this guy.
They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. The Sooners in the hurry-up. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Touchdown Sooners! Quick strike through the air for the score.
Yeah, nice pitch, nice catch. And listen, maybe this helps next game, right? Like we're trying to find a rhythm, find something that works, find somebody to go to. And this offense is struggling. You're down by 1,000, but I like that they continue to fight.
And he makes the extra point. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down.
Here we go. Blizzy.
They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. There he goes. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the change for a first down.
Great job by the offense there, getting the first down on the ground, staying in bounds, too. So if you're on defense here, you might want to start thinking about using your timeouts. You've got 3 in your back pocket, but trailing, you've got to start using them.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Tight end now in motion. They'll run behind the big guys on the right. What about that move to pick up a few extra yards to the 35?
And this is the part of the game where you could really see this guy take over, right? Like, you've got the lead, the big running back. He's physical in the 4th quarter, starting to get a little bit tired. Let's see if he can keep this going.
The Sun Devils with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Shakes off the defender. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Yeah, they've had a day, and it's the complete and total offense. They got the ground going, and obviously this is why you see him. You're going to feature him because he can churn those legs, get those extra yards, but they've had balance, throwing for touchdowns. Like, this offense has been very complete today, and that's why they're winning so big.
And the Sun Devils getting set on 1st and 10.
Down. Football 7. Football 7. 6 remain. Unlock. Ready, go.
He'll take it himself. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
Running game worked on first down. Let's see if they go back to it on second down.
Black 24. Set.
On the move. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Quick timeout call by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be 4th down. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big tight end makes the grab, first down, still on his feet. The metrics tell you so often, go ahead, go for it on 4th down, and it pays off there.
And that just shows you the head coach's confidence in his quarterback to go out on a critical 4th down and execute.
And they're just about out of chances. The defense can stop it one more time as the quarterback takes a knee.